Oh yeah.
There we go. All right, so now that we've got that all lined up, we've got our chats ready. We've got 7 people watching. Hopefully, more will join in shortly. Good afternoon, everybody. I am Shinigami coming at you from Spring Hill, Florida. And go ahead and introduce yourself. Joining me today.
Hey everybody, I am Shadow, also known as Rob from Tampa E-Sports.
And today we're going to be jumping into some Masters League games from the tournament that we had, the Tampa E-Sports Summerland event just a few days ago. Seems like yesterday that we were leaving there at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Holy cow, that
The
went so
sun's
late.
coming up. The Counter-Strike guys.
The Counter-Strike people felt like playing all day and all night.
You know what? I couldn't believe how anticlimactic the end of that was. Like, they've been screaming and hooting and hollering all day long. And then at the end of it, they're like, good game.
Yeah, they just got up, shook hands, and,
The Counter-Strike guys. All right, so tell me a bit about our champion, whose games that we're going to be looking into.
Well, we're going to be watching pretty much Ruff versus Beast. Ruff is a mid-level GM, so he's ranked quite a bit higher than Beast, who is a high-level master player.
Mm-hmm.
Beast is quite the personality. I don't know if you've had a chance to see. He's got some rap videos up that are very popular on YouTube.
Really?
Yeah, he likes to rap about StarCraft. He's actually really good at it.
Oh,
too.
man. So he's like
And
the Nim of StarCraft?
Yeah, and he's old school style too. It's not the new crappy rap. It's like the old school style Tupac and Dr. Dre.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really nice.
I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, I didn't get to meet. I didn't really get to meet any of the Masters players.
Really?
Yeah,
You were only sitting like 5 feet away from him.
I know. I was sitting 10 feet away from him, but I wasn't interacting with them at all because I was trying to get the diamond through bronze people to pay attention so that we could cast the games. Trying to get them to invite the casters to a game so we could cast a match was.
I
man,
don't
it's
think
like pulling
people
teeth.
realized they were even being casted until like the last 2 or 3 hours of the tournament.
Yeah, I don't think so. Like they didn't realize why we were asking for invites to the game. They're like, "Why are you observing?"
We're casting you. Why do you think? I don't know.
All right, so what's the first one that we're gonna go into here? We got the whole
I would
list.
suggest we start with game 1 between Ruff and Beast.
All right, and that would be. I got.
The one that started at 2:06, I believe.
Started at 2:06
in the morning.
It's showing all of them as 2:30 p.m.
Oh, okay.
For me.
So this would be Akalon Waste 7, I think.
Akalon Waste 7. All right.
It should be about 10 minutes, 31 seconds.
Akalon Waste 7, 10 minutes, 31 seconds. All right, there it is. All right, let's load that up since we have to. They did a patch and now all of a sudden nothing works, so we have to load an out-of-date version of StarCraft.
And every time we do this, it kicks us off BattleNet. We have to log back in.
Oh man! Every time they do a patch, like would we miss it by like a week? If we would have done this last week, we would have been fine.
It's just ridiculous.
It's StarCraft's way of telling me that I shouldn't wait so long to do this after the tournament. From now on, whatever. Yeah. So, did you guys have a good meeting last night?
Paused it at 2 seconds.
Paused at 2. I'm paused at 3, so we're good.
All right. So in 3.
Hold on, let me throw the overlay. All right, game's up, overlay's up, good. All right, count it down again. Sorry.
Okay, well I'm at. Where are you at right now? You're at 3 seconds.
5, 6,
7, 8. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Oh, spawning in the top left corner is Beast from Team Gravity.
Team Gravity. And in the lower right-hand corner would be our soon-to-be champion, as we watch the replays, OG Ruff. So what's the OG stand for? Is it, because of the rap thing? Is that why the OG?
No. Actually, it's Beast that's the rapper.
Oh. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Ruff is a mathematician.
A mathematician?
North Carolina, I believe.
Yeah. He's a rocket surgeon.
Yeah, rocket surgeon. More like a numbers surgeon.
Yeah. So what is the OG? Did he say what his clan was? What OG stood for?
No, but I could look it up real quick.
Obviously goofy. He is a mathematician.
Yeah. All right.
So Terran versus Terran, and they end up playing in the come to bats again in the finals, or was it just
Yeah,
early
what
on?
happened is I believe they met earlier in the
The group play.
tournament, and Ruff beat Beast. Beast got knocked down to the losers bracket and won his way back up to the finals match.
Okay. Now, Ruff was almost a professional. He almost went pro, from what I hear.
Yeah, and he's a high enough caliber player to do that. I think one of the reasons why he's having a hard time really going pro is his style tends to piss a lot of people off.
Yeah, that'll happen. You piss people off, or you're not fun to watch, then nobody wants to, to have you on their team.
I find it highly entertaining, but
yeah,
going up against him, it would be extremely frustrating because it's not standard play. Like you can't expect a standard play game from him.
Well, that's good sometimes. I mean, you know what? Some of the best strategies are the unexpected.
Hey, whatever wins.
There you go. I mean,
like he's already doing something zany. If you look down on his base, like he's not even walling off with his barracks. He's just sticking his barracks, just somewhere in the middle of his base.
Well, I mean, is he really that concerned about a wall off against another Terran?
No, he's not. But it's just silly things like that play mind games with the opponent right there. They come to scout or whatever. It's like, dude, why aren't your barracks where everybody else in the world puts them?
Come take a look. Look, here's a free peek. I really don't care.
I dare you. Come take a look and figure out what I'm doing.
Yeah, see if you can.
All right,
John, you will get into the game, man. One of these days.
Yeah, their factory timings are about even, but you've got Ruff building a reactor.
Reactor that screams out Hellion, Hellbat,
yeah,
drop.
Hellions coming.
Yeah.
And this is another interesting
The
style
scouting barracks.
Ruff. It used to be Terran would float their factory because it was useless.
Yeah, once they got their starport. Yeah.
Now Ruff, the moment those barracks is done building the reactor, he just flies it right across the map to get the high ground vision.
That's ridiculous. I can see what you're saying.
1,000 hit point observer.
Who sends their barracks? That'd be like building like a starport and sending that out as a scout or something. It's equally as ridiculous.
Alright, so already Ruff is pushing ahead with his Hellions.
Yeah, he's behind on the starport, but I don't think he's really concerned about that. Beast starport just finished up, and a reactor going down in his barracks now, with Widow Mines coming out. But
actually, yeah, it looks like Ruff is going for it, or excuse me, Beast is going for a drop.
Yeah. Ruff's already there with some Hellion and two SCVs repairing it.
He's repairing his Hellions with SCVs.
Nice. Hey, you know what? That's what they do.
I think you don't see very often in Terran.
Oh, and there goes one of the Hellions.
Nice.
That Widow Mine's down for the next minute, though. And here comes its brother. And there it is. Well, the Widow Mine won't shoot at a floating barracks, will it?
Buildings.
Yeah.
Huh.
Trying to bait that other Widow Mine.
Yeah, and Ruff totally doesn't care. He's just like, I'm going to fly my barracks right into your base.
Yep. Try and kill it. This isn't an Overlord. 3 Marines aren't going to cut it.
Beast is doing exactly what he should be doing, and that's building a Viking.
Yep. Oh, I thought he was going to land the barracks in there.
And also Beast is going for his drop, so he's continuing with his plan.
Yep. So other than the weird, floating the barracks in, everything's kind of standard. I mean, a little late on the starport, but I'm guessing that's because he was going for this.
Standard on Beast's end. If you look over at Ruff, he's still only on 1 gas. His engineering bay is not doing anything.
Is he even playing?
Oh, he's working it hard up at the top of the ramp at Beast. But he's got no units to defend against this drop that's going on into his space right now.
So he's just tackling the front end here. The barracks did land and is building a tech lab. Yep. Is he going to land? It gets the tech lab done and then dies, but it does get the tech lab done.
He's finally got high ground vision up there.
Yep. And he managed to clear out the drop here.
Suddenly the Viking is no longer useful.
No. How did he clean up the drop down here? Was it just some more Hellions that came out and cleaned it up?
I didn't even see. Yeah, it was the Hellions.
Okay. Yep, there they are. They just made it back to the front. All right, so now these Hellions. There's the mean tank picking on the Hellions.
Actually, it was not the Hellions who killed it. He must have.
SCV'd it?
Wow.
I saw the
I'm
SCV
actually
sitting there.
surprised he lost his medevac.
No, he didn't lose his medevac.
Oh, he didn't.
It's head back up. It took some hits from the turret, but that's about it.
Wow.
Man, all the SCVs are roasted.
Actually, I don't know if you want to go back and take a look at Ruff's defense of that drop, because clearly Ruff he's cleaned Beast up. Beast is dead at this point.
All right, let's being back until we see it 10 seconds at a time.
I think the drop starts coming in about. I'm gonna pause at 7:15. I think.
All right, so at 7, I'm at 7:10.
All right.
Here comes the drop. Okay, so let's watch this drop and see exactly what happened. Because there's 2 Widow Mines in it, but he does have the turrets. Widow Mine burrows. Yeah, SCVs just murk. The medevac doesn't heal the Marines, and the SCVs just DPS it down.
The missile turret it's got a 7 range. It's hard to get in there.
Yep. SCVs are just getting a full surround on these the Marines.
Yep.
And
this is one thing I recommend to people is if you bait the Widow Mine out with 1 worker, it's useless for the next 40 seconds.
Yep. Yeah, that's what he did. He sent 1 worker out to bait it and then did the surround and killed it.
And in the meantime, Beast is just roasting.
Yep. I'm at 18 now.
Yeah.
And then the SCVs just get roasted by Beast. All Beast SCVs just get roasted. Yeah. The tank's trying. It's trying really hard, but
but at this point, all right. Well, actually, what game time are you at? You're at 8:38. Yeah, we're at the same time right now.
Yeah. Well, I'm at 8:38 on the stream.
Yeah, it just happened right there. Now Ruff is hugely ahead in the worker count, and at this point,
yeah, it's 12 and a mule to 6.
Yeah.
And a dropship and a tank.
Very non-standard play.
Yeah, it did feel just weird. Like his base looked like he wasn't doing anything.
Nope, all his time and effort was being spent right there at the top of Beast Ramp.
There was no late game plan for Ruff. There was no this is going to go late game. This was I'm going to continue to do this until I win.
Yeah.
Well, they finally killed off the reactor or the tech lab. Yeah. So no more high ground vision.
I'm actually surprised Beast didn't try and use that tech lab.
You can use the enemy's tech lab?
Yeah, absolutely.
What? That would have been so ridiculous. That would have been great.
That's pretty funny.
Speaking of tech labs, here comes the Banshee in now.
Oh, man.
And more and more Hellions.
No way to deal with this.
No. Yeah, there's the GG. Well, that was very interesting.
Very non-standard.
Very non-standard. That was peculiar. Because I mean, I know he's focused on the micro and everything, but he's still macroing the everything going on, and just felt like he was doing. It looked in his base like he was doing nothing, but he's just completely focused and committed to the attacks early on.
Yeah.
So is that kind of his?
That is his modus operandi, or however you pronounce it.
Yeah.
That is Ruff style. Is the one-base Terran.
If you use the enemy tech lab, does your opponent still have vision in your base? Yes? Yeah. Yes, they do. Oh, man. That's just ridiculous. Yeah, me too.
Blizzard fail.
Yep.
Blizzard, we love you, but man, you guys are way behind.
Yeah, oh, man.
Interfaces.
Yeah, I love all the stuff, but man, I really do miss the days when you could just hook up to your bud's computer with a two-way Ethernet. Just the cable with the inverted so they could talk and just go that way.
Yeah.
All right, multiplayer.
All right, replay. I think the next one's on Whirlwind.
Whirlwind.
Oh, it's 23 minutes. This should be interesting.
Do you know what number it is? Whirlwind 3?
3.
All right. Yes, I want to load replay. I'll pause as soon as I get in there. So a long one. This is actually a late game for Ruff then.
Yeah, this is very late game.
This is a late game strategy.
And it's probably only because of the size of the map.
Yeah, it is really big. Kind of harder to rush. So does he have different, ways that he does this unorthodox, or does he pretty much go, that Hellion every time?
No. He does not do the same build every time. Ruff is...
And I'm paused
I literally
0-0.
think Ruff is one of those few players that... It's not fair to say that he wings it every time because
Yeah.
he knows what he's doing, but he virtually wings it every time.
The virtual wings.
Yeah,
I'm paused.
like he's planned this stuff out years ahead. I mean, he's got like some 13,000 ladder games.
Jeez. That's a lot of ladder games.
At least on one account. I mean, who knows how many other accounts he's got.
Oh, man.
All right, so anyways, I'm paused at 4 seconds.
At 3 seconds?
4.
All right, I'm good. 1, 2, 3.
All right.
Well, at least he's polite about it. He still wants you to GLHF.
He's very polite in person. We spoke for about an hour at the tournament. He's
Yeah.
a very polite and well-spoken person.
He came all the way from North Carolina, huh?
He did. He drove straight down to play this tournament and then drove straight back.
Man, we needed to... Well, we reached North Carolina. We need to just reach out a little further.
Hey, as we keep growing the prize pool, that's going to be happening constantly.
Yeah. I can't... What, we have like 150 people? Plus?
We had 180 people show up and 140 computers on the network.
Woo! And we only crashed the network twice. Hey, that's
Yeah.
that's fine as far as I'm concerned that we only crashed it twice. I
Yeah.
was worried.
So anyhow, we have, I don't know if we want to introduce the players.
Yeah, once again, we got Beast in the upper left hand, and then your Ruff in the lower right. Both Terran. Both completely different Terran. Ruff might as well be a different race, because this is just
He is, yeah,
the anti-standard.
he is completely anti-standard.
I wonder if he's always been that way, or if that's just, he developed that.
From what
or-
I understand, there was some bad blood between him and Katz
Yeah,
because, and it wasn't necessarily that Ruff did anything. It's just that Katz was getting so annoyed by Ruff's playstyle that he was starting to badmouth him on the air.
ah.
Yeah.
Oh, so what, like while Katz was streaming or something, he'd end up against him in the ladder?
Yeah, he would, for whatever reason, he would encounter Ruff, or Ruff would play one of his players, and Katz would just lose it.
Katz would just be like, "Whoa," it'd rage a little bit.
Yeah, and Ruff does not rage at all from what I've seen. He's very calm.
Cool,
I've watched
calm,
him stream a few
collected.
times, and I watched him during the tournament. He's a mathematician. He's very cool and composed about it.
Well, maybe maybe next time we cast together, we'll have to get him on the line, do an interview, or maybe I'll do an interview for one of my casts.
That'd be nice.
I have to get his contact info from you.
Absolutely. All right, so they both missed the scout, so they're still looking for each other right now.
Yeah, as they high five. And didn't we do this one so that it was forced cross spawn on Whirlwind?
No, we used the ladder edition, so it's not forced, if I remember correctly.
Okay. There was one that they switched to forced cross spawn, didn't
Yeah,
they?
we switched Core Hall Sky Island because that map is
Ridiculous.
it's a little strange.
If you don't cross spawn, whoever goes air wins. Because you're right there.
Well, that's one way to do it, yeah.
Go Zerg, Mutalisks all the way.
Okay, so actually, Ruff is playing semi-standard. Well, no. There goes the floating barracks. Okay,
Yeah,
so the standard play is over.
Two of the barracks thrusters weren't firing there. Oh, they're
Yeah.
dying and they're cutting in and out.
And immediately, Beast is putting down his bunker.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
from last time, he did learn his lesson, so.
Yeah, he knows. Okay, all right. Floating barracks. I know what's going on this time.
Mhm. Or so you think.
Yeah, that's what you think. But yeah, everything's the same so far. There's only one gas in rough space.
And the only reason you think he's getting that, did he get Blue Flame last time, or was that just for getting his
No,
one?
I don't think he ever put a tech lab.
Oh,
on
what
back.
the deuce! What? Why is there a Ghost Academy?
Oh, very nice.
I mean, this is the earliest Ghost Academy I've ever
You know what's
seen.
even funnier about this? The way he's going to be able to use this is for him to land that barracks somewhere.
Here, there it is. There's the landing point right there in the just north of the
Oh, wow.
the tower.
And he's already got a tech lab queued up.
Yep. What a note. Russia nuke.
Holy cow. How do you even prepare for a guy like this?
I don't. You don't.
And it's hard as Terran because it is hard to scout early on with Terran.
Yeah.
Yeah, Beast just put down the scan. Oh, yeah.
He's using the scan, so now he sees it. The nuke is building.
Oh my god, there's 2 Ghost Academies. I didn't even realize that.
Hey, if you're gonna nuke, you build nukes.
Yeah,
you don't have one.
Really... And the sad thing is Beast can't even push out right now.
No, he can't, because those Hellions are just like, yeah, nah, dude.
He's just kind of got to sit in his base and die.
Pretty much. Just got to accept
Well, I mean,
nuke.
his hope is I see he's got a Raven from out. Is he just sees the Ghost in time and picks it up.
Well, that's good to know. Hellions outrange Widowmines.
Well, they should be the same range. They're both 5 range.
He scanned it and they attacked it and the Widowmine did not fire.
It takes a second for the Widowmine to prime on its target. Wow, here comes the nuke.
Yep, there's the nuke. What are you gonna do about it? Look, I'm not even gonna cloak it. You can't come out. Just stand there. It's gonna hit soon. Just shh. It's okay.
That's actually kind of a wasted nuke. And then here comes the Banshee into rough space.
But he doesn't have a turret there this time.
Here comes another nuke incoming.
There's the Raven, but that's really not going to help because he's not cloaking.
Oh, there he goes. Now he's shooting down the building SUV. Wow. That nuke hit just... Wow.
Boom. And here come the Hellions. Alright, so now are we in a base race scenario?
Yeah. Well, actually, no, because... Honestly, with this many Hellions in the base, he's just going to destroy everything.
Yeah. And then they'll both lift off and it'll be a draw.
And here comes another nuke.
Jeez. That Banshee did make it out in time, though.
And the missile turret is up. So Ruff is defended.
Yep.
And unfortunately, Beast is down to 9 supply.
Jeez. How did he... I can't believe he let that turret get up.
Well...
Just trying to pay attention to too much. Got distracted back at his base.
And got out multitasked here.
Yep. I don't know if I even want to see the... Wow, the APM's not as high as I thought it was. The average is 171.
Yeah, that's pretty normal for a high-level Terran.
Yeah, with early, not too many units.
Yeah, the only players I've seen that are much higher than that are like Tasia and Innovation, which they get up to about 250 average.
Well, now it looks like there are 1 SCV left on the field.
Yeah, unfortunately, this is...
2 Banshees. Hey, finally spotted the barracks.
7 SCVs versus 1 is pretty much game over.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no way to get the SCV count back up and prevent him from destroying you. Well, the Banshees are helping out.
They are, but Ruff is building Widow Mines right now. I'm just going to pretty much put an end to that.
And there's the scouting barracks coming in again. Well, and now both Banshees are away from the base, and here he comes in again. Oh, there's a siege tank there now. Not sieged up. Why isn't he sieged up? Just because the Hellions will just come right up on it, or?
Actually, I'm not sure. Maybe he's not paying attention to it?
So,
actually, a tank has more DPS when it's in mobile mode.
Yeah?
Yeah, because it fires 3 times as fast as it does in siege mode.
Just doesn't have the splash.
Right.
So that must be a conscious decision, because he did it last game, too. His tank never sieged up. He kept it,
Well, he's got a good
standard
wall
against.
There's really no need to.
Yeah. And there's the
Viking. He doesn't have
Viking.
any way to get the vision to take advantage of the extra range of the tank. siege mode. Ah, there's a starport. Okay. And Ruff has got a Viking, so like, as soon as this Banshees run out of energy, it's gonna be the end of that.
Yeah. Or gets a scan up again. Oh.
He doesn't really need to. He can just outlast the Banshee.
The sight range on the turrets are longer than the attack range, right? So they can detect further than they can shoot.
I think it's at least 10 is the sight range.
That's very nice. Got his one Marine poking at the scouting barracks. He does have the SCV lead now, though.
Wow.
Yeah, Beast did.
Beast has been macroing pretty hard here.
He has been macroing hardcore trying to survive this. I mean,
wow, yeah, he is way ahead.
They both did a lot of damage to each other, so I guess he figured there was pretty even. He could come back with enough macro.
Their tech levels are the same. They both got starports with
reactors, yeah.
Well, with tech labs, but yeah.
Or tech lab, yeah. I keep calling them reactors. And the barracks is coming back down to the one remaining, the tech lab, I think, to build a new ghost and some more nukes. I can only hope and pray.
Well, I'm not sure how well that's going to work.
Yeah, with the tanks now. Have to be tricky with those nukes. That's awesome. I've never seen anybody rush nukes, let alone in this high of a level, of skill. Rushing nukes. It's like, what? Yeah,
right,
now
so
here.
We got a drop coming in from Ruff. He's got 4 Hellions.
Yeah, Ruff coming up over and drops right at the supply depot.
Beast is aware of it because the tanks are moving in.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the SUV pull. Yeah, so Beast is going to defend this just fine.
Yeah, and Beast did throw down an expansion and all that craziness too, so he's really going
way
macro.
ahead economically. It's pretty sick how far ahead he is right now.
And don't line up, SCVs! Don't line up! Oh, this isn't kindergarten. Don't get in a single file line.
Actually, we're starting to see Ruff's macro slip just a little bit.
Yep, and there's that
he's
ghost
piling
coming
up minerals here. There we go. Just met him now. He's going for more nukes.
Yes, that's awesome. I love nukes. Like, I really don't, but I just love seeing them in replays because they're just so hilarious.
Yeah, they're funny. They're either BM or positional plays. I mean, rarely are they what ends a game.
Yeah, unless it gets a land on a fully functioning base.
Yeah,
takes out every SCV, every worker, and more drops coming in the back. More SCVs going down. Tanks picking them off. So let's see. Tanks do 25 versus armored and fire every second.
Yep, 1.04 seconds, but yeah.
Yeah, close enough for government work. Alright, some Banshees coming up.
And they do bonus damage against armored in both siege and unsiege mode.
Yeah, oh yeah, of course. Do you know what their damage is in siege mode? 45 against armored or something like that?
It's pretty high.
Yeah.
I believe it's the same as an Immortal's damage. I think it's 50.
That's a lot of damage. Immortals. Oh man, I was playing this 2v2 with my buddy here in chat last night, and we were doing the 2v2 AI thing. And this epic battle happens, and I just had so many Immortals, and they were trucking. They had like 39 and 40 kills. They barely survived. Oh, the nuke! Oh, the nuke actually skills! And the trees catch on fire. So that nuke placement, he had no idea where it was going, so he was just running around in circles. He couldn't find the red dot. He lost some units there.
Indeed.
Poor Beast. I really feel like I don't even know what's going on.
Yeah, really, he should. Wow. Okay, so we've got 2 more starports coming out for Ruff.
Hey, when in doubt.
When in doubt, go mass Banshee, I think, here.
Yeah. So are you saying Beast should have done?
What should a Beast have done?
Yeah, you were saying when the nuke. You said Beast should have done, and then I cut you off.
Actually, I'm not sure. I don't even remember what I was saying.
That'll happen. And there's another nuke.
Uh-oh.
They found this one.
You got it. Yeah, this is not going to be a favorable engagement for
That was just kind of a bait nuke. Oh, and the Vikings take each other out with the same shot. They both go down. Yeah, I think that nuke was just to bait out the units, but ended up not really working in his favor too much.
Alright, so at this point, Ruff is... Actually, he's building it, so he's going to make some Vikings. He's got a reactor coming, and he's also got another tech lab, so he's going to go Banshee Viking.
Banshee Viking.
Which is a good response because Beast is favoring tanks right now.
Mm. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of Marine production. I mean, there's some Marines, like, 4 or so come to the map at a time. He has tech labs on both his barracks, which is kind of weird because he hasn't been building Marauders or anything. He's just doing that for the research.
Well, there's no reason to build them right now. There's absolutely nothing they'd be useful against.
Yeah. I'm surprised he didn't have... I mean, I know he's wanted to do the double research, but I'm surprised he didn't have a reactor on the other one to get more Marines out.
Well, I think we missed it earlier. He might have actually tried to get Stimpak and Combat Shield at the same time.
Yeah, Combat Shield's just finishing up now. Or getting close. It's at 83 of 160. Oh, it's only halfway done. Jeez.
Alright, and Beast is actually starting to push out. He's got his economy back. He's pretty much fully saturated on both bases.
And it seems like every time he gets fully saturated, and in comes some Hellions to make his life suck.
Yeah, if not oversaturated.
What's good? I know that the number says 24. Is the most you can have, but what's actually good saturation?
No,
to
you want when you have both gas, you want 22 workers per base.
22 workers.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's the 6 on gas and 16 on the actual center line.
Oh, okay. So you want 16 total.
Exactly.
So you want the number above your thing to be 16 because it only tells you the mineral ones.
Right.
Oh, okay. I always oversaturate them. I always have like 20. Yeah. Oh, all those.
Like, the way the math works out, it's more efficient to build another base and saturate it with another 16 than it is to put 24 on one base.
Yeah. So you only do that if you have to.
Wow. Seeker missiles on...
That was a nice split on the Seeker missiles on the Marines.
Yeah, that was really good.
That was a really good split.
And I think actually Beast has got it.
Yeah, Beast won that one. Holy crap. That had to just be the most uncomfortable feeling, though, for him. I mean, it had to be just weird.
Well, I would say that the double Ghost Academy strategy was a little risky on Ruff's part.
Yeah.
And once your player wises up to the fact that, hey, ghosts are the primary offensive weapon here.
Yeah.
That you're going to be way behind.
Yeah, I mean, he was doing good, when he was picking off all the SCVs, but once Beast got his economy back going, it was...
Yeah. Yeah. Basically, Beast did enough damage on the other end that even though Ruff got way ahead for a while with the worker count, that he really couldn't push his advantage long enough to keep it.
So you think instead of going back for his strategy of, pushing and constant aggression, if he would have macroed up having, more SCVs, ready to go, could have gotten his economy going?
In a perfect world, we would say, okay, Ruff, now that you've got this amazing attack and micro going on in the front, that now you should just go ahead and pull off the same feat in your macro. But that's not necessarily a fair thing to say, because his play style is not macro. That's not what he falls back on. He's like, oh, okay, I'm ahead, let me just attack some more, instead of getting ahead the traditional way, which is, okay, I'm ahead, let me just get another base down, get my army up, get my upgrades going, and then go back for an overwhelming win.
Yeah, that's what when I'm playing with Jacob, I mean, I'm not the best of players, but I try and coach him a little bit. That's what I tell him. I said, anytime you do some damage or you defend an attack, expand. But that's not his play style.
It really isn't.
All right, so that was our second game. What's our third one with them?
The next one's on Core Hall Sky Island.
Core Hall.
And this was an extended series, so this is actually going to be the last game between them.
All right, and is it the 934 or the 2243 one?
It's going to be the 2243.
Alrighty, loading up. Yeah, we've been playing that the 2v2 AI ranked thing. So it progressively, we're almost to the elites. We actually are 1 game away from going against elites. So we're starting to get there. He plays Terran, and I've been playing random, which probably isn't the smartest thing in the world, but
no.
Hey,
no. It's better to learn your mechanics on one race first.
Yeah. Oh well, I've been playing Zerg for years, so Zerg's my race. But I just play it on random just because I'm messing around, having fun.
I'm paused on 2 seconds.
Paused on 2 seconds. All right, I'm almost loaded. But yeah, so I'm learning how to go stalkers and tanks and stuff like that. And
indeed,
it's starting to get the builds down. Not too bad. But Zerg, yeah, I'm pretty decent with Zerg. I'm not super awesome, but all right. So we're up and ready to go at 2 seconds in 3, 2, 1. All right, so they switched up the colors this time. They're not orange and what was it? Orange and I can't remember what. Rough was still red, I think, at the time. And Beast decided to go with the standard ladder blue.
Indeed.
In the upper right-hand corner, lower left-hand, Core Hall Whirlwind, and we're gonna.
Yep, and in the bottom left, we've got OG's Rough.
Alrighty. Alright, so this was the final game of the extended series then? Yes, so this is the last game of the championship matchup?
Yep.
Alright. So what's going through Beast's head? Did you talk to him at all? Could you figure out what's going through his head right now at this moment?
Beast is pretty confident the next time he faces Rough that he will be able to take him on evenly. So I think Beast at this point, it was 2:30 in the morning, I believe.
Well, when they were doing this one, yeah, it was around that time.
Yeah, I think if he had a little bit of time to just sit down and be like, all right, let me think about this guy. What's his style? How can I better scout this? How can I better prepare? I think he feels confident that he would be able to take it.
Yeah, that barracks was definitely a good decision. There goes down the gas right as I meant the bunker last time was a good decision. But yeah, there goes Rough with his gas.
Absolutely.
Halfway through his barracks just starting up, and then his gas right there back behind it.
And then Ruff's response is, "Oh, okay, so you're going to bunker up. Let me just make nukes."
Didn't necessarily work. Didn't necessarily fail, but I like the decision-making process there.
it was working.
Yeah. So you think if he kept pushing nukes or something, or he actually kind of ran out of money because the Banshee picking off all his SCVs too. So I don't think he could have made any more nukes. I always wondered why nukes took so much supply. They store themselves.
Alright. Well, it looks like Ruff is planning on doing some proxy action because his SCV is just parked over there.
Yeah, hiding in the shade. And Beast just kind of poking around. I think he was looking for a proxy because he sent that over to that third.
Yeah, he's definitely looking for one right there, and he found it.
Yep, there it is. Comes right across it. So some good instincts there. He knew something was awry from that proxy factory, and gets canceled.
And actually, Beast is starting to bank. There he goes. There's this command center. All right, so Beast is like, okay, I'm confident this time. I can handle this. I'm going to put down my second CC at about the normal time.
Yeah, pretty much 4 minutes, right around there. And Ruff actually did a normal person wall in for once. There it goes.
Well, not anymore.
Not anymore. I got a perfect wall in. I'm going to leave.
Yeah, well, no, he put his foot. Okay.
Yeah, he always throws the third supply depot in there.
And I'm surprised to see... Beast doesn't appear to like Reapers very much, so he's going double Marines.
Yeah. Double Reaper would have been interesting. Might have gotten him a little harassed and some scout in there.
It's a great scout, yeah.
Yeah.
But I think Beast feels confident in the fact that he can out macro Ruff at this point.
Yeah, he knows that Ruff, kind of has him a little bit on the multitasking, but if he can get his macro going.
And Ruff is actually mixing it up a little bit. He's actually taking 2 gas.
Yep, that's for the Infernal Pre-Igniter, getting it a lot earlier than he has previously.
Yep, and
that
he's putting down
flame.
a second factory, so he's definitely going Mac.
Hellbats then, instead of Hellions this time. Hellbats are just beefy units. They got a lot of hit points.
Yeah, they're nasty.
Man. And they're not armored either, so Marauders don't really do, super damage against them, which normally they, any tanky unit would be armored, so the Marauders would be your answer, and you can't just go more Marines, because they just walk up and roast the Marines in the face.
Well, Marines are still believe it or not, they're still a very good answer, because Marines far outrange Hellbats.
You can kite them a little bit, especially with Stim.
Oh, yeah, and they're much faster, too, especially Stim.
Yeah. Alright, and Beast does catch the Marine coming across to scout, but runs away from it. Trying not to take as much damage on that one Hellion. And a missile turret going right up at the front. I mean, I don't ever see any of the other pros doing this kind of stuff. This is completely unorthodox. That missile turret at the front is completely saying, please send Banshees at me again, please.
Sure. Hey, Ruff hasn't even scouted Beast. He has no idea what he's doing.
No, he's just blindly saying, nah, I think he's going to go for this.
Blindly building those turrets. And here comes the drop. An 8 Marine drop.
Those medevacs haul now. Oh, he does see the medevac heading out, though.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, so Ruff did get the scout on that, but he still has no idea what build is coming. He doesn't know if it's, all he's seen is 2 Hellions and a medevac. That's the only information he has about Beast's build.
That's a general good idea of what's going on. Oh, wow. Ruff has actually put down a command center.
He's expanding? Wow.
Yeah, Ruff is expanding.
That is completely unorthodox.
That's pretty unorthodox.
For him, anyway.
Yeah.
Alright, so scouts coming in. The drop's about to come in. There is a missile turret right in the mineral line, so it won't be able to sit there.
No.
There's 3 Hellions waiting to roast those Marines.
With pre-igniters, and at the same time, Ruff is in Beast base, tearing things up, honestly.
Oh man, I didn't even see him get in there.
7 kills, 6 kills, 10 kills, oh wow.
How the hell did he get in there? Did he drop ship?
He must have gotten in when the people...
Oh, so many SCVs. The Viking's trying to, but it just doesn't do enough damage. Viking finally cleans it up on the ground. The floating barracks is in position. The standard.
Well, after all said and done, Beast is still ahead.
Yep, because
he's on 26 SCVs.
Yeah, but Ruff does have that expansion going down, which is trying to get the macro lead for the first time ever, and just completed, just finished up.
Here comes the transfer. and Ruff with his block. That's going to take a while for Hellions to take down.
Oh, it's such a jerk move. Their Hellions are working at it, but it's not going very well.
What game time are you at right now?
10:23, 4, 5.
Alright, because I actually jumped 20 seconds ahead. I don't know how.
I'll catch
Let me know
up.
when you get to about 10:35.
10:35? Well,
yeah.
I'm at 10:55 now. I'll slow it down a little bit. Let me know when you hit 11.
Alright, 10:54, 5, 6, 7. I'm at 11 right now.
Alright. Should be at 11:20 right about now.
Alright.
Pulled his SCVs to try to save him from the wrath of the Hellions, but all he did was put him in a better spot to get nuked.
Uh-oh. And Ruff just got way ahead there.
Yeah, that's pretty much all the workers. 28 workers killed now. And the scan gets the Widow Mine. That early pre-flame igniter actually is doing it. It's worth its weight in gold right now.
Yeah, it's funny that only an extra 5 damage per attack is actually that big a deal.
Yep. Those light units just getting roasted. Three Hellions, one shot a Marine. So 3 Hellions, one shot a line of Marines. That turns bad quick. First time ever Beast decides to siege up his tank. I'm trying to catch all those Hellions all at one time, I guess. That 35 splash damage. Yeah, you're right, it is 50 versus armored.
Yeah.
Yeah, the floating barracks working its way around to continue to do something ridiculous, I'm sure, as it's floating to the southeast corner.
Yeah, it's kind of not playing any part in this game at this point.
Yep, just the expansion block with the reactor.
And Beast is putting up a... Okay, so he's building a 3rd command center to try and get back into the game.
His SCV count is still really low. It's 25 to 36 right now. As Mr. Thor is making his way across the field.
Indeed.
He's got his techno lights going on inside of his cockpit there.
This is going to be rough.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's not bringing more SCVs to just repair the Thor. I mean, he does have 4 or 5 there, but... Oh, that dropship goes down.
Wow.
He drops up on the ridge, but yeah. Now the Marauders have no way to get around into the fight.
And honestly, that Thor is just going to tear things apart.
Oh, yeah. It does 2 attacks for 30 damage.
Yeah,
every 1.2 seconds. It's ridiculous. Ooh, better get the repair onto it.
Yeah.
Oh, it goes down.
Yeah, but all that target fire, everything else is just in there and turning.
Yeah. They're group repairing. The Marauders finally make their way back up the ramp, and he actually is going to clean it up.
He's going to clean it up, but at what cost? He's down to 19 SCVs again.
Ugh. They all got roasted. Is he getting concussion shells yet? Nope, he isn't.
Well, they're not going to really help against the Thor anyways, because it's massive.
Well, not the Thor, just slowing down those Hellions so the Hellions pick them off so they can't escape.
Yeah. What have we got in production right now?
Beast's got a tank going, Hellbat's coming out, tanks. No more Thors, though. I guess he decided 1 Thor was enough.
Yeah.
Make him panic and switch his build or whatever, thinking, mass Thor was on its way.
And units lost is actually pretty much even right now.
On the money-wise?
Yeah, they've traded cost-effectively.
Yeah, they have. And Ruff has killed a lot more units, but, the price, the cost of them was a lot lower.
It's kind of ironic that in this game, Ruff got way ahead through macro.
Yeah, completely off of his normal. Here comes the whole fleet of Hellbats, Hellions, and tanks marching its way across the field now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in Beast does have the defensive, spot up the hill here, but that scouting barracks, there's nothing to shoot it down.
He needs.
Yep.
Oh, that and the Vikings too.
Oh,
the Vikings are just going to pick off this medevac.
Oh yeah, medevac's done. It gets away.
And generally in TVT, when you've got a large siege line up at the mouth of your base,
you're in trouble.
It's usually supposed to.
Yeah, those trying to repair, they just get roasted by those siege, that splash damage.
You don't have air superiority, it's just pretty much over.
Oh yeah. He sends the one Hellion in. The lone champion Hellion. He's trying to get champion level kills on it.
This is funny because it's all Marauders in his army, so Ruff is just like, alright, I'll just fly on top of your units.
Shoot me, I dare you to. There's a couple Marines. Finally gets a couple Marines into the build and starts shooting at stuff in the air. It's crazy that Marauders can't launch that cannon in the air.
Ruff has got 13 tanks, and Beast has got 3.
That is not good.
And Ruff is ahead in medevac.
And SCVs and Vikings, yep. Yeah,
Ruff
Ruff's
blocked, which is kind of funny, but oh well.
I don't think he's planning on the game going any further. Those Marauders did some good work cleaning up the tanks, but then the reinforcements arrived.
But it would cost. And now the SCVs are dying.
The SCV is being pulled. Oh, man. So much SCV death. No SCV love. I sent that song to Alberona. The SCV Love by Husky and Nerd Alert.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
Just out of range.
I can't decide if I like the Void Race song more or if I like the...
I like the... You gotta like the SCV. I do love the Baneling one, though, because being Zerg, I love watching those little green balls of goo explode. But the... The Nerd Alert one, the SCV Love one is an original song. The other ones are just parodies, so...
Yep.
It's got to go to that one just because it's the only original. And he's going to run the tanks in.
I like Beast's rap videos. You really should watch him. He just sent me the link to the third one.
Oh, did he?
Probably posted in chat.
So they can check it out. Yeah, back to the mineral line.
Yeah, I'll post it. Well, no, I can't because they're observing you.
Who's observing me? Oh, they couldn't watch it.
We're watching you on the stream. Let's see. Get into Shinigami.
Yeah, man, everything's getting cleaned up, and as per usual in the last game of a ladder match, they tend not to GG. They continue to go until absolute everything's destroyed. Just Until
everything is dead.
Yeah.
All hope is lost.
Yeah. Everything's destroyed. Those Vikings and wraiths and everything flying below should come up and help. Those lazy bastards down in the background.
Alright, so I just posted Beast's latest rap video in the chat.
Alright, there's the GG. Alright, so that finished off the series. Ruff actually went for a macro base play, which we'd not seen out of him the entire tournament, if I think correctly. He did not. I don't think. Did he even build an expansion other than in this one game?
I haven't seen all of his games, but in general, no.
And he's just like, I'll just win it right now.
Yeah.
And that is crazy that in the Masters level that he's just like, I'll just win it now. Like, you never see that. Like, I don't even see rushes. Like, when I watch MLG and stuff anymore, I don't see people doing any, early rushes or anything really cheesy. There might be like an 8 or 10 minute timing attack, early on, but, nothing like this super, super aggressive.
Well, you're not going to see this in MLG because, honestly, when you get to another player of Ruff's caliber or higher against Ruff, these strategies are not ideal.
Yeah.
So, you're not going to see it that much.
Does he still uses like this kind of stuff when he does that, though, doesn't he?
Yeah, this is how Ruff plays. This is Ruff. Is very unorthodox, but it's generally the game has been figured out to the point that we know that the more you deviate from standard play, the higher the risk you're taking. Mm-hmm. And if it's defended against, then generally your opponent is going to get the advantage. And in a game like an MLG, something of that caliber, the opponents are going to know each other going into the game.
Yeah, so they're going to prepare for...
They're going to have time to prepare. The coaches are going to come to them and say, okay, look, Ruff likes to one base constantly. As Terran.
So don't let it kill you.
Yeah, well, yeah, don't let it kill you. That's easily said.
Hey, that'd be my advice if I was the coach.
Yeah, don't die.
Yeah, that's why I don't do the coaching corner. That's why you do the coaching corner.
Yeah, my recommendation would be to don't die.
Yeah, as you guys there can see the banner that he's got going in the background with cute kitty StarCraft on there. Shadow does do his coaching corner.
Yeah.
So if you need some coaching from somebody that's better than a lot better than me.
Yeah, especially you tournament attendees, all the way up to the master level. If you want me to look over replays and let you know all 3 races, it doesn't matter. I'm equally confident in explaining all 3 of them.
Well versed.
Yes.
Yeah. So there you go. If you need some coaching, head over his way. Hit up Shadow. He'll take care of you. So where do you want to go next from there? Is there any interesting games that you remember seeing that you wanted to take a look at, or any really just funny outcomes?
I want to, because I was too busy directing the tournament to actually watch the games.
Mm-hmm.
I want to go back at some point and cast some of our previous champions, like Juicy Fruit and Mr. Cash.
Ah, okay. You have all their replays and stuff?
Well, we have the replay pack that Oliver posted, so we can just kind of tear into those over time and analyze them over the next coming weeks, whatever we want to do.
All right. Do you want to try and make this do the dual cast a weekly thing? It'll be the Sunday dual cast.
I'd like to do that. I think that'd be fun.
All right. So we can start building up an audience for it. Get more and more people logging on.
James is saying he wants us, if it's possible, we can also cast on the Tampa E-Sports channel.
I don't see why not.
So, or is it possible to simulcast? I don't understand how Twitch works that well.
I have no idea. I'll ask my buddy. I'll ask my buddy Adam, and we'll catch it. We'll figure it out.
Okay.
All right. So, are there any other games that we have right now that you want to look at from Ruff?
We have, I believe, there's one game where he lost against Captain Waffles early on in the tournament.
Captain Waffles is one on Alkaline Waste 3 versus Captain Waffles.
If you give me a minute to find out which game that is.
Alrighty.
Log back into Craft.
Damn you, StarCraft.
Not allowed to watch a replay.
Yeah, right. Yeah, damn ridiculousness. Captain Waffles. Where do these people come up with these names?
Hey, I still love Grape Horn.
Which one?
That's Gape Horn.
Gape Horn?
When I was doing the sign-ups, I thought it was Grape Horn because my mind was like just naturally trying to put an R in there to turn it into grape.
Yeah.
And then the day of the tournament, like I'm watching the casters, and the casters are just choking. Zoya and the other guy, they're literally choking. They're like, yeah, the guy we don't want to say, the name we don't want to mention. I'm like, what are they talking about? And I look at the name again. I'm like, Gape Horn. Ah. Very clever.
What kind of casters are they that they're not willing to?
Yeah, they won't even say the player's name. It's like, how rude.
As a caster, you gotta push through, and I had that one guy had Poo to Moo. It's just a weird looking name. I just called him Poot.
Yeah, Poot worked.
Poot works. It's Poot.
Poot.
Give Poot the gun. Poot'll get him. I can see their head. Shoot him in the head. Little Ron White.
All right, I got to figure out which one Captain Waffles won here. I might have to pull up the bracket.
Oh yeah, the bracket's still up. That's actually that'd be a lot easier than trying to look through everything.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Where's my own bracket link? I mean, I'm only the one that posted it. Hold on a second. Apologize for the downtime here.
Yeah, it's all right. It happens. So, did you guys get any thing in the works for November for the next one?
Oh yeah. Well, the only thing we're still trying to figure out is which MOBA we're gonna do.
Which what?
Which MOBA? Between Dota 2 and League of Legends.
Ah, what's that acronym stand for? I've never heard that one before.
What is that? Multiplayer Online Battle Arena or something like that?
Oh.
Or Massive Online, something like that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I know a lot of people that play League of Legends, and I know a few people that play Dota.
Yeah, as do I. All right, so let me check this bracket real quick. Captain Waffles.
My cousin was might fly out from Texas with his team if they can. They were trying to figure out because they got one person that's in Massachusetts that's might not be able to travel, and I was like, oh, I think everybody has to be on site. I don't think we're letting people play remote.
Well, right now we're tossing around the idea of doing online qualifiers, especially if we get too many signups.
Yeah, with what to help narrow down the
Yeah,
field for
narrow
all
down
of
the
them.
number of people that actually show up to play the tournament versus the number of people that show up just to do, BYOC to actually land.
And it'll still be the same buy-in for the entire tournament, then, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so the bracket is actually not telling me.
I'm not telling you what it won.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to go through these replays.
All right,
Check.
I'm gonna take a look at Alkaline Waste 3 then while you
All right,
load up.
I'll look at 2.
And I'll just skip right to the end to see who wins. It's like reading the last pages of the book.
Actually, I'm gonna look at the Belshire one.
Use Stimpaks to make your infantry more dangerous in battle. Use Medivacs to heal the damage done by Stimpaks.
Good idea.
Their tips are just so
I never thought of that.
clever.
Well, occasionally you see a beautiful one that even people in Platinum don't do, like control click your units to select them all at once. It's like, oh, really?
They just do the double click.
Yeah. And I yell at people for that all the time because when you lag, the double click's not guaranteed. Whereas a control click is a guaranteed action.
It's not letting me skip to the end of the replay.
Yeah, you don't get to scrub because it's 2.09. Yeah, man.
So I just gotta watch it at ×8.
Yep.
I do like that they put in the zoom, the alternate zoom levels, so you can zoom way out.
Yeah, that's really cool.
All right, there's a proxy barracks by Captain Waffles with Marauders coming out in this one. Yeah, so Ruff's actually kind of on the defensive. He had to build a barracks or a bunker. The factory lands building widow mines inside the base from Captain Waffles. That's funny.
So I'm almost done with this Belshire game.
Who's it look like is going to win? I think this one might be it from Captain Waffles.
Yeah, Captain Waffle GG this one, so he didn't win this one.
I'm at 14 minutes, and it's looking favored for Captain Waffles. Oh yeah, this is going to be the final push.
And let me log back in. Oh, we're almost up to 400 likes on Tampa E-Sports.
Nice.
Indeed.
We need to get, that's it. So it's Alkaline Waste 3. Purple Waffle, and that sounds like an STD. And and Ruff. Captain Waffle's in the purple.
Alright, so you found the right game?
Yep, found the right game. Yes, I know all you can see is my face, John. That was intended. I didn't want you guys to see the game if it was the right one.
Alright, replays. Alkaline Waste 2 or 3? 3.
Alkaline Waste 3. Alright, now I can switch it over to the game cam, and I'm right at 0. I just hit pause and put it all the way to the beginning.
Okay, well, 1 second.
This game is going to be completely ridiculous.
As are most games with Ruff. Okay, I'm at 0, so whenever you're ready.
All right, in 3, 2, 1.
All right.
Yeah, this has nothing to do with Ruff, the ridiculousness of this game. Like, Captain Waffles just goes all on Whiskey Tango Foxtrot. All right, so Ruff, once again, you saw the red tear in the upper left-hand corner here, and then Captain Waffles, our new player on the field, lower right. What kind of what did we have for race turnout?
Actually, Oliver posted that. I can go look it up while this game's getting started.
Alrighty.
1 second here.
Because it seems like there's a lot of Terrans. I don't know if that's necessarily represented by the what you see on the professional circuit. Like, there seems to be a lot of Zergs out there right now.
Well, yeah,
on the pro.
because we have 8 Terrans, 5 Protoss, and 4 Zerg.
Yeah. And there seems to be a lot more Terran and Zerg on like the pro circuits and stuff right now, as opposed to this many, Terran overwhelming, and Zerg being the lowest. Protoss has normally been the lowest I've seen in a lot of tournaments lately, though.
Protoss gets shat on a lot.
Yeah, which is good because I don't like Protoss.
Oh.
You a Protoss fan?
I like all the races. I
Yeah.
honestly like all 3 races.
I don't know. It's just Protoss. I don't like the feel of them.
But I like all 3 of them.
Yeah, I don't like the feel of Protoss. I mean, even with Terran building the SCVs one at a time and constantly having to, 1S, build your SCVs, it just, I don't know. It just feels weird. And there's that proxy barracks going down from Captain Waffles over there on the, behind the natural, getting scouted by Ruff. Ruff's like, wait a minute, you're not supposed to be doing that. That's my shtick, all right, buddy? Stop trying to steal my act.
All right, I'm at 2:45 game time. What are you at right now?
2:45. I'm at 3:02.
Wow, I wonder how I got so far behind.
I don't know. Let me know when you're at 3:05.
3:05.
All right.
It's so silly we have to do this.
Sync it up, I know, right?
So, indeed, we'd have the early concussive shells.
Yeah. And the Marauders coming out.
Ruff has scouted it, so he's going bunker.
It's weird to see Ruff throwing down a bunker.
I know, playing defensively.
Yeah, and he's got his own Marauders coming out. That's a weird rally path. He has it rallied like to the bunker and then out.
Yeah.
Is there a reason for that, or in case it gets full?
Yep.
Yep. Marauder already out here. Here comes another one, I think, trucking across the field.
Dead even right now. It's be interesting to see how this goes.
Yeah, and there goes the proxy factory. Because when you're going to proxy, you continue to proxy.
Oh. And I don't think Ruff is going to be able to scout that anytime soon.
Oh, no, because he can't get out. Yeah, he doesn't see it.
Actually, it looks like you just popped up. The show will begin in 2 minutes on your on the stream.
Oh, yep, I hit the button. Hit the wrong button. There we go. Now we're back. Must have hit the button on my mouse.
Alright. So Ruff is walling off. He's got his factory.
And he sees the proxy factory.
Thanks to his
with his
scouting
barracks. You're the scouting barracks. Oh, he's going to land that factory.
Oh, look where Waffles is going to land it to. There's no way to get to it.
Nah, it wouldn't fit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was before he had vision.
And Ruff is trying to block it.
It does get blocked.
Good, excellent.
And not that time. There it is.
Oop.
And start the Widow Mines. There it goes. Widow Mine production from a proxy factory in your own base. That's just not right. You sound like you have so many problems with that.
No, I have no problems with this because if it works, it works. It's impossible to tell you what the outcome's going to be ahead of time.
Yeah.
I mean, clearly, Waffles is pushing in the front, and he might just take it right there.
And he's past the bunker now. And the Widow Mine gets in, so that's a twofer.
And Banshees, they take so long to build.
Yeah, they do. They take forever and a year. Heck, he's almost done. They're 60 seconds. Wow, they seem longer. I guess that's when you're dying. They seem like they take forever.
Well, that's a long time compared to a Marauder.
Yeah.
Alright, so Ruff is cleaning this up right now.
Yep, and sending those Banshees out to go try and get some counter damage in there. And researching Cloak, building 2 more. That Widow Mine doing business.
And Waffles has still got his barracks right there in his base.
Well, I'm just going to build Marines in your base.
Hey, why not?
And Ruff just builds an engineering bay next to it.
And the factory is still in his base, too. Oh, wow.
Yeah, another Widow Mine coming out. And that Widow Mine just standing there. Alright, he was waiting on the timer so that they'd be shooting at the same time.
A little dose of Rough Zone medicine here.
Yeah, this is definitely definitely a taste of his own medicine. I like that though, the Widow Mine's right from the factory inside the base. And here we go, Ruff's coming in to do some work now. And that turret just nukes him.
Shut down by 1 turret, and then the Vikings is just he's gonna put a total into that.
Yep. And he's already got the other command center up, so he's got 2 command centers because he's been, I'm sure, muling. Probably going to lift off soon and land it. So while Waffles is doing all this ridiculous strategies, he did manage to get another command center getting ready to expand.
Another Widow Mine's going to get out before that factory dies.
Yep, just barely. Was it going to get to Burrow, though?
Yes.
Yep. And it gets 1 SCV. And the factory dies finally. And the command center goes to land, so there Waffles. All that craziness, what do? Expand. Got some turrets in the front, turrets in the back. It's got good vision.
Yeah. Waffles has a huge number of Vikings.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, well, it's 4-4 actually on the Viking count, but those Banshees aren't going to be able to live past these 4. He's trying to retreat back to his own Vikings, but
Oop, not going to happen.
Not going to happen. Surprisingly, he's caught back up in the worker count, but is so far behind economically.
Well, there's 2 command centers over there making SCVs for.
Yeah, so Waffles.
Waffles.
So he's going to keep pulling
ahead.
Oh, yeah. Ruff spending so much money trying to stay alive.
Yeah, and actually Ruff a little flustered. He's got 4 workers on his gas.
Yep. Mismanaged gas is always the sign of of being a little disturbed. Yeah, he's definitely probably not used to people coming with the aggression on him that early. That was a quick proxy barracks Marauders. Did leave his tech lab behind, and then right into, while he's worrying about the Marauders, that proxy factory over here, the land in the base started producing Widow Mines. That is just a jackass move, but I love it.
Hey, it works.
Yeah.
And it appears that Ruff is, because he's building another barracks, he's definitely not going to try and get up economically. He's just going to try and attack.
I don't know if he's going to be able to. I mean, he's going to go for it, but right now it's 34.
Yeah, those Hellions are going to do anything to 2 Thors.
Yeah.
1 Thor, excuse me, and some tanks.
As the Vikings land. 34 army supply against 23, but that 23 includes a Thor and a siege tank.
Yeah.
You know, those couple Hellions are going to get just roasted coming as soon as they get anywhere near. Trying to plan up for the attack. Here he's pushing in, using the Vikings to absorb the shot. Running the Hellions by. Now that the Vikings absorb the shot from the tank. And they do manage to roast all the SCVs, but all of them get taken out. All the Vikings get taken out in the front. The Thor does go down. The Banshees... the Banshees get off like 2 shots and they're like, run away!
Nope.
Yeah, so the huge army supply lead, that bar just did a huge shift. Like it was almost all red, and then it's all purple now.
And Ruff has actually got his second command center down now.
Yep, just started getting underway. It's at oh, there we go.
He's actually thinking a little bit long term because he's got infantry weapons level 1 building.
Yep, and he did get a lot of workers with that last attack. He's up to 23 workers killed now, and most of them are in that last attack because he actually hasn't done much worker damage for most of this. A very nice maneuver there, splitting the other two, cloaking the other two, and splitting them so that the Vikings wouldn't scan and get all 3 of them at one time.
Nice.
Oh, but he ends up getting them anyway. Because he flies right back into the scan.
And here comes the push from Captain Waffles.
Yeah, lifting that command center off, anticipating the incoming.
Yeah. And I don't see any way for Ruff to hold this.
He doesn't have anything. He's got 8 army supply right now to 34, and Waffles is just going to walk in.
Land the Vikings.
Yep, there they go.
And just chew things away. And Vikings are actually very nasty on the ground.
Yeah, they 12 with a pretty quick, 12 damage with a pretty quick reload.
DPS like twice the DPS of a Marine. Unstemmed, of course.
Of course. I'm surprised it only counts their weapons as 1, though. I'm surprised it doesn't count it as a double attack.
Yeah.
Normally they're pretty good about the animations matching up with the attacks, so that like the Thor does the dum dum, it actually does 2 attacks instead of just 1. Even their air missile does 2 attacks, so their ground could. Do they feel that was too OP?
It might have been. Actually, no. It's better if they attack with a big attack, because that way armor upgrades don't do quite as much.
Yeah.
So it would have been less powerful. It would have been 2 smaller attacks.
Yeah, if it would have been 2 6s instead of 1 12.
Yeah.
Just make it 2 12s then. Make it 2 12s. I don't care.
Oh god, that'd be a little.
Honey badgers don't care.
Pro players are gonna care
when everybody's going mass spiking and just landing it. Yep, more Vikings landed. Base just slowly getting whittled away.
They're just chewing everything up.
Yep. It's a very nice. Waffles building turrets inside the enemy base for that high ground. I've definitely seen some ridiculous things out of the Masters League. I don't know. I wouldn't know what to do with myself. Cass
well,
seeing
these
this.
are pretty much BM turrets, I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
He wants to hope to pick off one of those medevacs. He's just kind of getting silly at this point.
Probably see the GG coming pretty soon.
Yeah. Save your strength and move on to the next game.
Yeah, I mean, Ruff's got nothing left. There's really
this turret crawl is just ridiculous.
That's pretty much him saying, I know this is GG. You probably should just say it, because I'm going to just keep doing ridiculous stuff.
Yeah, I'm on 2 fully mining bases.
Yeah.
And I have too many minerals, so I'm just going to build turrets in your base.
Yeah, lift off your bases, please.
Yeah. I could build anything else here. I could make a bunker wall. I could do anything. I could make a bunch of units. No, I'm just going to build turrets in your base.
Yeah, and there's the GG. That was pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, Waffles didn't get very far in the tournament after that.
Really?
No.
He just kind of got knocked out, and that was it, huh?
Yeah.
Huh.
Trying to see where did we have him seated?
How did you guys do the seeding? Like, how did you decide who was where?
I did it based off division points. In the case of a grandmaster, I would add like 2,000 points to it so that he would be ranked automatically higher than any master.
Automatically ranked one.
Yeah, and the seeding was actually perfect. Like we predicted exactly who was going to be first, second, and third.
Wow.
Yeah.
Pretty good algorithm there.
It works.
All right, so we've been going for about an hour and a half now. What do you say we do one more, find one more, and then we'll call it the cast on that one. We'll call that the end of our first weekly duo cast with Shinigami and Shadow.
All right, sounds good.
You know what we could do? We could just have you stream to the Tampa, with the same exact setup that I got going, and then me, because I don't think we can do simulcast from one computer.
Well, I was in a channel the other day, and somebody was he was re-encoding a Twitch stream and sending it back up to another one, and I'm wondering if I can do the same thing.
That could work too. Whatever's easier. All right, so let's see what we have here.
Yeah, let's pick a game.
Captain Waffles, Ruff versus Beast, Ruff versus Beast.
We can watch a standard play game.
Ruff versus Emi.
Oh, Paperboat?
Paperboat. Emi Paperboat. Nice. And that would be, at least, that would be against the Zerg. It wouldn't be another TBT. And really, another barcode?
I'm surprised we didn't have more of them.
Oh my god, I hate those. Like, it's so, yeah, look, I'm cool, my name's Barcode. And if you're out there, Barcode, and your name's Barcode, just why, dude? Why? The Paperboat game is about 20 minutes.
And that's versus Zerg, right?
Yeah.
Good.
Star Station 6.
Alright, hold on 1 second while I log back in.
Alright, I'll load it up. How dare we what, Sophie? I'm sure that was from a while ago, but...
Yeah, I'm kind of curious how people even know about this cast right now.
I put it all over my Facebook. Sophie, I used to play Warcraft with. The governor is a friend of mine. That's who I play League of Legends a lot with. And we're actually both governors. He was the former governor of Florida, and I am the current governor of Florida. And then Great is Jacob. He plays with me. Me and him are doing the 2v2s. And then there's Alberona.
Okay.
Darius was actually one of the players in our tournament.
Yeah, that's Billy, actually.
Oh, okay. And then
The one making me sandwiches.
Okay. She was playing in the tournament?
Yep.
Oh.
She's in Team Tilt. She's in my team.
Oh, okay. I think I casted one of her games.
Awesome. Which game are we looking at here? Star Station
6, I think I said, versus Paperboat.
Nice. All right.
Let me lower my in-game sounds because I think the game sounds are actually overpowering. Okay. And then AJ is my cousin.
All right.
I don't think there's anybody
Next
in
time
chat
we
that
do this,
know.
I will post an admin announcement on the Facebook page for Tampa E-Sports.
Cool.
So we should be able to get more people. And if we start making it a regular scheduled thing, we can probably start getting more people.
Yeah.
And I am paused at 3 seconds.
All right. I am 2, 3. All right. So go in 3, 2, 1. I don't know how we keep ending up like 20 seconds ahead or behind. I don't know how that happens.
That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. I have mine on faster.
Yeah, of course.
Of course. All right, so our first Zerg player of the day, Emi Paperboat. Was that what it was supposed to be? Emi Paperboat?
I'm not sure.
I think he just put Emi in front of his name, and then the Emi was the group also. So EME is
See if
the clan.
Wikipedia's got something on him. No, unfortunately not.
Nope, you got the sound coming through from the stream.
Oh. Top down.
All right, so I wonder how Ruff's playstyle is going to change versus Zerg. That's what I'm really interested to see is like how does his ridiculous style
I think we're
translate
still,
over
in camera mode, by the way.
Oh yeah, we are. So I'll switch that over to there we go. Anyway, so there we go. There's Paperboat, Zerg upper left. So this is definitely a change. He's walling off at the natural. He might expand then versus Zerg. Or might want them to think that he's expanding.
Alright, and I'm at 2 minutes right now.
Yep, I just hit 205, 206.
Okay, good. Alright, so let's see what Paperboat's doing. He's doing hatch first.
Yep, hatch first, which is pretty good. I mean, I like it. That's actually what I'd normally do is hatch first. I mean, sometimes if it's a shorter map and that scouting drone gets across in time and I can see that if something crazy is going down, like when I saw that cannon rush that I was telling you about, I went pool first. But for 9 times out of 10, I'm going hatch on 15.
Ooh, and he's actually going... Okay. There it is. Alright. Pool was just a little late.
Yeah. Spawning pool went down on 17, I think.
I thought he was saving up for a third hatch for a second.
Hey, yeah, that's what I did against the Kate first expand toss. That was funny. Ruff able to catch this Overlord come across. I don't know if he's going to be able to kill it. Might be able to get out of range in time. Drones coming back. And right into a factory. But no tech lab or anything for it. With the build time of the tech lab, he needs to start it halfway on the factory for him to finish at the same time, right? Yep, there it starts.
Yeah, the factory, I believe, takes 60 seconds, and the tech lab takes 25.
Alright, and then he's completing his wall in with another supply depot, which is weird, but hey, so is Ruff, so. When weird works, go with it.
Yeah. So we actually have 2 base versus 2 base here.
Mm-hmm. Yep, he does throw down expansion, so it's definitely a noticeable change in his playstyle. It doesn't seem as eager to be super aggressive.
Well, he is kind of being a little aggressive with these forward Marines. This is actually very risky as Terran to have your early Marines out there on the map.
Yeah,
because they run the risk of getting surrounded.
Yeah.
But it appears that Paperboat's in no rush to get speed right now.
Not even close. He's just throwing his gas down now. His 2 gas guys was about to finish up, so one at the natural and one at the main. Why do that? I've seen a couple people do that, but I tend not to. I tend to saturate my main gas and then my natural.
That's fine. Whichever one's closest, or if he wants to be sneaky, like to, if a scan goes down on one base,
he'll only think he's got one gas, and just kind of a preference thing.
Yeah.
All right, and there are some Hellions making their way out now, starting to truck across the field, as that Overlord's getting brave and sacrificing his life because he's going to get picked off scouting this natural.
That's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got another Overlord to cover the production. He's at 42, 44. We'll have to start another one, but nice wall off by the Zerg.
Definitely going mech.
Oh yeah, definitely. The 2 Evo spine crawler wall off.
Mm-hmm.
I don't dislike that as Zerg, but I hate when I have to do it because it makes me feel.
Yeah, you don't have a choice right now. The current meta is 6 Hellions.
Yeah.
And if you don't, you're going to get boned every time.
Yeah. It just makes me feel so claustrophobic. Like that's why I like playing the Zerg, because you expand, you get out there, and you know, map control. But you just feel so claustrophobic when you have to throw that little
Well,
wall off in.
if you're doing a 2-base roach timing, which it appears that Paper Boat is, you don't have a choice.
Yeah.
If you're gonna do, you know, an aggressive speed timing, somebody like Life who starts his speed at 4 minutes into the game, then you know you're not necessarily constrained to that.
Yeah, I normally take my speed pretty early. I need to get better at doing my upgrades, though. I'm really bad at remembering to do upgrades.
Yeah.
Upgrades like the lifeblood.
Yeah, this is shaping up to be a very standard roach push. 10-minute roach push.
There has been a little bit more roach usage lately in builds against Terran that you never really saw before, and I think that's because of the Hellion and
It's exactly because of
the
that.
Hellbat, you know, drops and all that.
Yeah. And Paper Boat's getting a good creep spread going on. Excellent.
Yep, taking his third base.
Here comes a lot of Hellions. Way more than is normal.
Holy crap, that is an understatement. That is 20 Hellions.
Yeah. And that's actually going to be able to start one-shotting queens and things like that.
The roaches might be able to. It looks like they're starting to pick off some of the Hellions here. That splash damage might start becoming a problem.
Yeah.
The roach is trying to
But
clog that hole
you know,
that's
Paper
getting in
Boat's
the way.
build is solid against this. He's got, you know, mass roaches coming.
Yeah, those roaches just kept piling in and plugging that hole up.
Yeah, that's the standard defense against mass Hellion anyways.
Plug the hole.
Plug the hole and get roaches.
Alright, so yeah, he's got 14 roaches on the field now, so Hellion's, you know, not really a problem. Is he getting his layer tech to get roach speed? Has he gotten roach speed yet? No, he has not started researching it yet, though. He could.
And he actually hasn't remade his queens either, which is a little disconcerting.
Yeah, he's got the one injured queen hanging out there. Well, he's got two.
Yeah.
And his creep spread's still going pretty good from the creep tumors that are already built. He hasn't been doing it, but he could be. And there's that scouting barracks once again, coming into the to do the hits heroes work.
Yeah, that's a rough classic.
The barracks. Who scouts with the barracks? Like, that's a building that you actually use. Why are you scouting your
No,
barracks?
not rough.
Not rough. He said,
No,
Honey Badger don't need a barracks. Those queens just poking away at it, trying to get through. There's just a tiny hole for the drones to fit through there. And he's got that saturation. Yeah, just like you said, 16 on the minerals,
And
6 on
the Paper Boat is shaping up for a drop.
Oh boy, is there a dropship anywhere? There are no dropships.
He's got pneumatized carapace and ventral sacs coming.
Oh yeah. You know the day 9 Fun Day Monday. There's not gonna be a Fun Day Monday this week, but next week is Baneling drops.
Yeah, I heard about that.
I might participate in that one.
That's funny. And that is a lot of roaches.
Is he baiting the Widow Mines with Overlords?
Yeah.
And the Overseer comes in to clean this up. And it's a very nice cleanup. The Overlord baited the Widow Mines, the roaches, overwhelmed everything else, and then the Overseer came in to clean it up.
Yeah.
This Widow Mines...
Paper Boat has got a very strong lead.
This Widow Mines rushing for the mineral.
How, Ruff wins this.
If Ruff wins this, he might not. I mean, I don't know that he doesn't, but...
Well, normally I would say this is a little late for roach timing, but Ruff is going mech, so...
Yeah, it's actually not bad because, you know, all that just got wiped out.
Yeah.
And he still has a ton of roaches, you know, coming in. I'd like to see some more of that creep spread. I think he's starting to forget about it. Losing his multitask a little bit.
And we are definitely going to see a drop. It looks like Paper Boat's about to load up any second.
Too bad you can't load up into Overseers.
That would just be ridiculous.
Are there any overlords on the way? Yeah, there are overlords on the way.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've
Oh,
already
yeah.
seen a drop. Does he?
What game time are you at right now? I'm at 14:03.
I'll speed up a little bit. All right, I'm at 14:05, 6, 7.
Let me slow down just a little bit. I'm at 17, 18.
20, 21. Hey, he didn't go for the drop. He just ran at the front.
No, there's a drop happening. It's coming in the back of the base.
Oh, there she is.
Yeah, that was just a diversion.
Ah, gotcha. There it is.
Good old roach drop.
I don't see too many of those.
Anyways. He could probably do anything he wants.
Yeah, he's got his fourth base just starting now too.
Yeah.
And Hive researching, Hive Tech researching.
Indeed he does. He's been pretty sharp with his upgrades.
Yeah, 2-2 completed already.
Up until this point, I mean, he kind of fell a little behind with the 3 times. But
Ruff only has one vehicle weapon.
yeah,
one up.
it's not like it matters at all in this game.
Yeah, there goes his natural, and flooding into the natural now too. The main's done. Roaches somehow piled in. Oh, over the they got dropped.
Hellbat's not the best answer against roaches.
That's good to know. I might have to start. Well, I actually in the Silver League, you don't see too much heavy Hellbat play.
No, the tanks are much better because they have the plus armor damage.
Yeah. Yeah.
In fact, roach timings like this used to not even exist in Wings of Liberty because it was just standard to go tank as Terran.
Yep. You'd move your roaches up, and then all of a sudden, 3 or 4 siege tanks would just kill every single roach you had, and there'd be nothing you could do. They would all just die.
And I'm actually kind of surprised to see Ruff die to a 10-minute roach timing, but hey.
Whatever works. Look at that siege tank. Oh my! One shot from the siege tank, and just blood and guts spatter everywhere. As that roach carcass falls off the side of the ramp. I do love the death animations in this game. They're just hilarious.
Yeah, and that's something Ruff is doing with his store right now. I'm a big fan of using mules.
Mules repair, yeah. That's a insta-drop field repair.
Yep. I do that a lot with battle cruisers too.
Oh yeah. That way you don't have to have the SCVs following them around and make sure they're on auto repair and all that. You just drop some mules and boom.
And just get back to work.
Yep. Do mules? I know mules mine faster. Do they repair faster as well?
No, it's the same repair rate.
All right.
But you can cluster so many mules around. Like you can literally cluster, in a late game scenario, you can cluster 10, 15 mules around one battle cruiser.
Jeez. Oh, that Thor gets sniped down. The tank's doing its work though. It is just smashing on these roaches.
At this point, it seems like Paperboat's just toying with him.
He got
50
Vipers.
roaches.
He's got Vipers to try and pull those tanks off, but that one Viking, 2 Vikings pick off all the Vipers before they get to do anything. I don't know. He's almost at max supply. 57 roaches. Max supply, 57 roaches. Really?
That's silly at this point.
That's all you can fit into a Zerg army is 57 roaches?
Well, he's got a fair number of drones.
Oh, there's the drop. Yeah, he's got 70 drones. 3 Vipers, 56 roaches. And supply blocked.
So Ruff, I love you, man, but it took you a while to GG this game.
Yeah, there it is. There's the GG, 1959. All right, hey. Chalk one up for the good guys. Way to go, Zerg.
Yeah, that's surprising. I didn't realize Paperboat took a game off of Ruff.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess it's happens to the best of us.
Definitely.
All right, man.
Well, to be fair, we had a lot of very high-ranked masters. A lot of them are probably candidates to become GMs in the next season or two.
Yeah. What was Paperboat's seed?
It was very high, maybe third or fourth. Let me check. At the time, yeah, he was at the third, I think.
Ranked third. So he did come in third in the tournament too then?
Let's see. Mr. Cat, yeah, so our seeds were... Where's my groups? There we go. That's what I was looking for. All right. So Ruff was first seed, Beast was second, and then Really was third, and Paperboat was fourth. And very close to Really.
Yeah, so he did manage to take a game from him. It didn't seem like Ruff was doing his normal real craziness. I mean, yeah, he had a lot of, Hellions and a lot of Widow Mines there and was trying to push at the front, but it didn't seem, like what we've seen out of him. It didn't seem, I don't know, maybe what he was comfortable with.
Well, I'm not a huge fan of Mech versus Zerg right now.
Yeah.
There's going to be a lot of Terrans out there like, dude, shut up. It's fine. But there's just so many ways to deal with Mech.
Yeah.
Right. And it's just so slow.
I have a hard time when that Thor count starts getting high when I'm playing Zerg.
Well, yeah, if you let him get a 200 supply Mech army going, you're going to have a serious problem.
Yeah.
But it's that early to mid game where you're still kind of a little bit behind in supply, and those weaker units are still very powerful against you.
Yeah.
That if an aggressive opponent can usually shut you down.
And which we saw right there. Was all those roaches, after that, after those Widow Mines and Hellions were done, those roaches just came.
Yeah.
And roach drops are always a good idea. It's always a good strategy.
Well, that's an expensive strategy.
Yeah.
It's definitely risky. But if your opponent doesn't scout it, then yeah, it's huge.
All right, man. So I think that's going to wrap up our first, unless you have another one that you wanted to go into, you want to take a look at.
No. I think I'll review some of these games for next week, and then
all right, yeah,
hit the ground running.
The Juicy Fruit Pack. We'll take a look at that. Do you want to do that next week?
Yeah.
The plan for our next
definitely
episode.
Juicy Fruit and Mr. Cash. I definitely want to cast them.
Juicy Fruit and Mr. Cash. Were they the top from the last tournament, the first E-Sports
they were
tournament?
First and second place from the last tournament. Yes.
From last tournament. Okay. And so where they finish this tournament? How they do this one?
I might be the tournament director, but I don't know the results. Hold on a second here.
Hey, you know what? It was like a week ago now. We're not supposed to remember these things.
Well, Oliver was handling all the reporting, so
yeah.
He was actually the one that knew everything that was going on. So let's see. Who was our... So yeah, it was Ruff, Beast, and Really.
Okay.
First, second, third.
And then Juicy Fruit just kind of fell out early on.
Yeah, I think he got eliminated a little bit earlier than we expected.
Yeah.
We'll have to watch his games and see what happened.
Okay. Yeah, we'll take a